Brown, and this is my descriptive speech. These are my 3 audience members. One is actually holding the camera. Over the course of one's life, there are many items that are given, many items that are received, and many items that are purchased, and all hold different meanings to each person, some more significant than others. In my life, I've received various items, but one in particular that stands out as very important to me is my military ring. If I had to describe my ring in 4 words, I would say my ring is sturdy, my ring is precious, my ring is flawed, but my ring is also priceless. Over my last 9 years in the military, I've learned a lot about myself, and I have gained a lot of knowledge and built on who I am. And I feel that my ring exemplifies a lot of those characteristics. First, I'll talk about my ring in general, the description of it. If you look at the top of my ring, it says United States Navy Legalman. This is significant to my life because growing up in my household, I grew up in a house of divorced parents and low financial means. Being that I lived in that type of household, there were a lot of things in my life that I was not privy to that most take for granted. For example, as a senior, I never received my class pictures. I never received my letter jacket. I never received a class ring, all because I could not afford it. So this is actually the first class ring that I've ever purchased in my life, and it's also the first rate that I've ever had in the military. The first 3.5 years of my naval career, I was undesignated. I was basically just known as a seaman. When I became a legalman, it was the first time that I was able to identify who I was, and I was able to move forward with my career and advance and progress. If you look at the right side of my ring, it says Brown 2, USN, Honor, Courage, and Commitment. This is significant because I am a Navy sailor, my father was a Marine, and my grandfather was in the Army. All Browns, all military. On the left side of my ring, it says 12/15/2004. This date is significant because this is the day that I enlisted into the military, and truth be told, this is the day that my life began. The inside of my ring has an inscription that says VCB2 8649. VCB2 is, those are my initials, and 8649 are the last 4 of my Social Security number. This is important because anyone who has any knowledge of the military understands that we are known by our last name, and we are known by our Social Security number. My ring, the very top of my ring has a jewel in the center of it. The jewel is a peridot, which is actually my birthstone. But if you look at the jewel, there is a crack in the jewel. I thought about replacing the jewel a while back and fixing my ring. But I realized that as the jewel is flawed, it didn't change my ring. My ring was still precious to me. My ring still meant a lot to me. My ring still exhibits a lot of who I am. And I felt that significantly exemplified my military service. Although it has been flawed from time to time, my service, it exemplifies who I am. My flaws make me who I am. They made me the sailor I am. They made me the man that I am. And without my flaws, I don't think I would have ever learned the important lessons that I have learned across my life. My ring is precious. I say that because the military is precious to me. It's almost something that if I didn't have it in my life, I probably wouldn't be who I am today. It's one of those situations where you didn't know you needed it until you had it. I didn't know that I needed to be in the military, but it has changed me for the better. The military has made me a more mature person. It has made me more responsible, and it has also given me the opportunities to assist my family financially and to rebuild my life financially. My ring is priceless, and my military career is priceless. Again, my military career exemplifies everything that I have strived to fight for, everything that I am. It's priceless to me because without it, I don't think that I could have survived the life that I was born into. I don't think that I would be where I am today. I think that I would be like most people that had that life. I'd be strung out. I'd be several kids, unemployed, living on the system. But it has caused me to become a responsible adult. I can never repay the military for everything that it's done for me, but I can look at this ring every day and remember that the military has made me who I am, and I can one day hopefully pass this ring to my children and as well give them the same life that I was given and be able to instill in them what the military has